we're going to use our graphing calculators to find the equation of the best fit line. We will do a sample problem in class also. This problem might look familiar to you. There's the sandwiches, the total fat grams, and the calories. So we've kind of looked at this in a previous problem. And we're going to ask ourselves, can we predict the number of total calories based on the total fat grams? So what we would do first is we would enter our list into list 1. That would be your fat grams. And then in list 2, that's your calories. So this is your X values and your Y values. So you probably remember this from earlier, that you could enter these points in to create a scatter plot. And then step 2, we're going to go ahead and create that scatter plot. So we're going to go second stat plot, zoom 9, and you can now watch the calculator, what it should look like. And then when you're done, here is your cute little scatter plot. If we look at it, it looks like it's a pretty good relationship. You have these points, we have this positive trend going on. All right, now what we're going to do, this is what we haven't done yet until today, is we're going to use our calculator to create a linear regression, and we're going to calculate that linear regression. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and push stat, then calculate, and you need to make sure you say linear regression in the form ax plus b. When a represents your slope, b represents your y-intercept. And then you need to go ahead and put in your parameters, your list 1 and 2, and y sub 1 comes from your y-bars function. All right, so here's what your calculator should look like once you entered it in. Now what you're going to do is go ahead and push enter, and this will pop up on your calculator. This represents slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. This will be your slope. This will be your y-intercept. Then you have your r squared value and your r. Remember when we calculated that using Pearson's? Well, now you can check your answer. So your equation for your line of best fit, that's much more accurate than just using a mean point and approximating and using your point slope form that we've taught you already. This is much more accurate. Okay, so then what you can do is you can simply hit graph, and it'll graph that point or that line for you. You can push trace and move your arrow key up and down. You can do some predictions. So here's the question. Predict the total calories based on 22 grams of fat. So you use your trace button, and you trace for your X, and you can then find your Y of approximately 451.94. Again, make sure you know how to use your trace button. So let's say this is my 22 here. I'll go up to my line of best fit, remember, and then we read over and see what that Y value was. This is now much more accurate because it can tell us the value. And if we wanted to take the time to plug in, so here's our equation, y equals 11.73, I'll just stop at that, and then 193.8. What you can do is you can throw in 22 here and simplify it and get your y value. So that's another way. So that's how you can use your calculator to benefit you to find linear regression with the graphing calculator. We will do this in class too.